Raz Tank, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Here to talk about Embers Community. So if someone didn't know what it was, how would you explain it to them, what you've just done?
It's basically we've taken our club rock back over and we decided to open it up to the community, and there's 6 directors, myself, Raz White, my wife Chloe, there's Becca, Liam and Jill.
Okay.
And basically we've taken it out from down there and right up to here.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Quickly,
For the radio, that is down there in the gutter, up there to hell.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Not just that, you did it really quickly as well.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Yeah, we've done the.
Yeah. There's a lot of planning first.
Well, from when you announced it, when everyone was knew it was
Yeah.
happening, it seemed to be quick.
We
it was
worked
quite-
hard.
Yeah, it was quite impressive, really. Who had the initial idea? Who started it all? Who got the ball rolling?
Chloe, I would say. It was like a kind of discussion. There was nothing. And then there was like a little bit of a rumble that, well, basically Paul lost the club.
Because it was going, wasn't it?
It was gone. He
yeah.
was gone, and
Yeah.
it was just put in the hands of the staff to try and just open the doors and just try and serve people.
Yeah.
Very quickly. No fault to them, but it just wasn't running as a club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody in charge, and it was just going. And Tank and Chloe know the manager of the
Yeah,
English Gate Plaza.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
Carl.
Carl had got in touch with them and sort of said, oh God, this bit is going to go, and if nobody comes in quick, it won't be a rock club again.
Yeah.
Probably a coffee shop.
Yeah, which would be that would have been sad, really
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, so we just decided to open it up to the community. We asked Raz and everyone, and it's working. It's working really, really well. On our opening night, we're absolutely packed.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. The local crowd are supporting us on our crowdfunder as well. We've
Yeah, I
got
saw that, yeah.
the crowdfunder online.
It wouldn't have been possible without that, would it?
Not
It certainly helped massively.
Yeah.
Because we had we've totally changed the inside of it. We made that really clear at the start that we were going to pretty much. We said gut it, but we couldn't afford to gut it. But we wanted it to all look completely different, decorated, move the stage, move the DJ booth. And it costs money. We had to get tradesmen in and stuff and put new windows in.
Yeah.
So that was really the crowdfunding money's gone on that alone.
Is that an ongoing thing though? The crowdfunding thing if
That
you
one's
wanted to do
finished,
future things.
but we're going to probably start one again soon for a new PA system, because
Right.
at the minute it's a vocal PA system.
Yeah.
And we mic up the kick drum and the vocals and stuff, but I really, really want a full system so we can mic up everything, so we can get a really, really good mix, because we've got some really good bands coming in, but I'm getting hit by really big bands that will pull 200 or 300 in there easily.
And you want to have the facilities to sort of accommodate them, don't you?
I want them to turn up and sort of feel like, this is a cool venue, we get a good sound and stuff. So
because obviously you've got the Brickyard, which is a bit bigger and a bit more established, but you want a valid alternative, don't you? Like a slightly smaller.
Yeah, I mean, I had
alternative.
the conversation with Andy from the Brickyard, and he's all behind us, because the Brickyard, as you know, is ironically the capacity of the Brickyard is the same as Embers,
Right.
320.
Right. Yeah.
But that doesn't take into account the size of the stage and the sound system at the Brickyard.
Yeah.
And if you're standing in the Brickyard and there's only 70 people in there, it looks really remote and quiet.
Yeah.
But if you're in Embers, there's 70 people in there, it still looks busy. So, at the moment we're sort of targeting bands that that are pulling sort of 40, 50 people, that we know they can pull 40 or 50 people.
Yeah.
And then build on that. And if at any point that they're looking like, well, these guys are pulling 200 people, then they'll quite happily upgrade to the Brickyard,
Yeah.
It's a natural progression, because, we had this conversation and there isn't really anywhere for bands to start really in Carlisle.
Yeah, it's like you can't just go straight to the Brickyard.
It's kind of like you're kind of like, right, we want to play in Carlisle, right, we'll play the Brickyard. And you just...
For some bands, that's a bit of a step too far early on.
Support slots are okay in there, but when you really want to be doing your own shows and stuff, it's, yourself, it's a handful of bands. Not even a handful of bands. There's probably 3 bands in Carlisle that can fill that place.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It seems like the model of what you've done seems like it would be scalable, or somebody else. If there's someone in another city where there's a venue in a similar situation, you've just proven that you can do it.
yeah, well, when we started doing it, we looked into it, and there is a place in Glasgow. I think it's the Hellfire Club that was going a few years back, and I think it died out or whatever, and they've resurrected it. And I'm pretty sure I was speaking to somebody from up that way, and they said it was done through kind of crowdfunding, kind of community-based venture.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I mean, our kind of ethos behind this is because everybody goes, not for profit. How can you run somewhere if you're not going to make a profit? And it's like, well, we're going to make enough money to run the place, pay the staff, pay the bills, everything like that, and then we want to make a surplus of money. But if it ever gets to a point where we're making a lot of money, then that's when it starts to go filters back into the community.
Yeah.
You know, we're probably quite a bit away, but we want to do like guitar lessons. We want to give bands free rehearsal space.
Yeah.
And we're even talking about next year putting on buses to Bloodstock, download.
I saw on the website there was a random suggestion of metal yoga,
Yeah. There's
which
been
I'd never even heard of.
Why
Sounds
not,
awesome.
though?
Exactly.
No, really, why not? Because there's nowhere in Carlisle or Cumbria who actually do metal yoga.
Yeah.
So we will give it a go.
That sounds really...
I won't personally, but
But it might persuade a lot of people to do
I'll
it.
watch.
Me
There might be some
too.
people who really want to do it, but I couldn't stand the music.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Triversal will be doing. That might become their new show.
You can combine the two, get a band to play, and then do yoga to the live
Triverse
band.
Massacre metal yoga. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Definitely.
But yeah, I think it's a good idea to not just be a music venue, be other things as well. Try and be as flexible as possible, versatile.
I mean, tonight we had a community meeting and stuff, and most of the meeting was about. It sounds a bit naff, but it was about coffee and coffee machines.
Right.
And we got a coffee machine in, and then we were like, it's a filter coffee machine. We don't want a filter coffee machine. We want one of those fancy machines that does all this fancy stuff. But we're not ready to have one of those machines yet. But that's where we want to be in 2 or 3 months' time, because we want to be bringing in some food, and we're going to have light snacks and stuff through the day.
Yeah, because you're like a metal coffee bar type shop place like that, which there aren't any of.
No, not really. We're gonna do the universities as well. So
we want students. Kind of it's a hangout place during the day. Even if it's just a handful of people in there with their laptops, drinking a coffee or a beer or whatever, and chilling.
That's cool.
That's what we want. Want the doors open as much as we can.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. So what else? What else is on the card? What are your top priorities then going forward? Obviously, you got your PA system.
We want a new PA system, but at the minute we're just concentrating on keeping people coming through the doors. We just left tonight, and it was quite busy when we left, and we were all sort of like, "Wow, this is." It's taken a little while because it's a new kind of habit for people. Because as Club Rock, it was only open mostly late, evenings and stuff.
Yeah.
And then so now we're open from 12 till 5 on Saturday night, and 12 till 12 on Sunday.
Right.
So people are still sort of getting used to us being open during the day. And then we're open Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Friday,
so
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Wednesday and Thursday people are still getting a little bit used to.
Yeah, it's just changing people's perception of it, and when it's open, and not just being open for gigs or really late at night.
Well, tonight, for instance, it was literally doors opened, and a good half a dozen people came in, just sitting chilling and having a beer, listening to music. Some were playing pool.
Yep.
So we've got fancy new pool tables.
Oh, nice.
Go with the colour. It's similar to that. They're the colour.
It's like a blood red.
But we've got,
Ish.
we got the colour sorted out for the venue, and then we got the pool tables with it to get recovered, and they came back, and they were almost the same colour. And we didn't really know that was going to happen. It was like, wow, it works now.
It does really work. And we are going to, hopefully, in the next few weeks, we are going to be running 2 pool teams as well.
Ah, that's
So
a good
if
idea.
anybody likes pool, and that's on a Wednesday night,
Wednesday nights.
the tournaments and everything are going to happen
Sounds
as
good.
well, and it will go into the league as well. So,
Right, cool. There's a lot of pool players in Carlisle, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good idea. So you're just cracking on with booking as many gigs as you can now as well. I take it.
Yeah, we've got Gravel this Saturday night, which is a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Lions.
The Friday after it's Lions.
Yeah, there's been a lot of coverage about that one. I saw
Saturday
that.
after that is Discharge.
Mm.
So that's a really big weekend for us. And I think the Sunday after that is
The Blues.
Chasing the Train, the Blues afternoon, which we've just like sort of set up. So we're open from 12 o'clock, but sort of from 2 o'clock onwards we're playing like a lot of blues music. Then we got a band that'll go on about 4 o'clock, do a set, have a break, do another set.
Yeah.
We wrapped up about 7 o'clock at night. So we've got 3 bands booked already. 2 quite traditional blues bands, and then we've got Voodoo Blood that as soon as I announced it, like, you know me from doing promoting that, you can tell when a band like suddenly lights everybody's fire, like, because the amount of people that were like, yeah man, I'm coming to this, and they were just sharing it like crazy. So I think that's got to be one hell of a busy Sunday afternoon. Pretty much rebooked them already for a Friday or Saturday night without them even playing the Sunday.
That's cool.
We've got Steel Supreme.
It's a real Panther.
Panther.
Oh, yeah.
They're on Saturday the 30th of September. Then I've just lost it. Sorry about
The way it's
that.
working at the moment is I do the original bands.
Yeah.
And Ryan Devlin, who does Target Wrestling,
Yeah.
does Target Rock, and he does tribute bands. Yeah. And I sort of said that to him, that suits me, to be honest. It's like we want it to be busy. The tribute bands always bring a big crowd, but I like to deal with the original bands, and build something from them, you know.
Yeah. Well, everyone's got to work to their strengths, haven't they?
Yeah. So at the moment, it's working pretty well with him, like. And after the wrestling, he pretty much brings all the wrestlers back for a party.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's another, because it's so central as well. If it gets a reputation of somewhere to go after something's been on, you can just go to Embers.
Yeah.
It's like it become like a no-brainer.
Exactly, that's the thing as well. It is really central in Carlisle. And like the wrestling's there, and literally round the corner there's Embers. So why not join us together as well, with Ryan especially. It's been a massive help with us as well with the gigs.
Yeah. So on like a Friday and Saturday night, typically, what time's it open till? Is it like what it was when it was Club Rock? Like
4:30 licensed bar, door shuts at 5 o'clock.
Cool. Yeah, because I mean, there's nowhere else to go like that, is there? Really?
No.
No, not really. On our opening night, we were the busiest place in Carlisle.
I'll bet you were.
Literally walkabout shut at. I think it was.
We
about
couldn't have asked for
2:30,
better.
3
Like,
o'clock.
to be honest, we
No.
couldn't have. It was
Not at all.
It was nervy because, like, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we were getting the was it a Hobgoblin pump put in?
Yeah, Hobgoblin.
It was getting put in. There was rubbish everywhere. We were still painting.
I laid the carpet in the foyer at 6:30.
And
all hands on deck.
Yeah, and we said to the guy that was doing the pump, we're like, oh my God, do you think we're going to open in like 2 hours? And he's like, look, I was in a pub at 5 o'clock last night that was open at 7 o'clock, and it looked 100 times worse than this. So I was like, that's what I wanted to hear. That'll do.
That was the right thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think Graham was still painting the front door like at 7 o'clock, but we opened it, so just told people not to touch it.
Yeah. Put signs of
Should
it.
have
Don't
really
touch.
had wet paint signs up there, but we didn't.
But
it was that busy, right? It was my birthday, so I was like, right, I've been down all day helping finish up with all the refurb stuff. I'm like, right, I'm going to go get changed, come out and drink and just have a really good night. I ended up spending 4 hours behind the bar. It was that busy. I had to work. I was working my ass off. I was sweating like mad.
Wow.
And then it got to about 11:30. I was just like, no, I'm getting some gin. I'm getting some gin and some Road Crew, because the Road Crew stuff is like
Road
the best.
Crew is.
Well, explain to people if someone didn't know.
It's Motorhead's beer.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's potent.
It's beautiful beer.
What percent is it?
It is 4.6.
It's good stuff.
Then
So what else have you got on tap?
We have that. We have Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
we've got Brewdog IPA.
Punk IPA.
We've got Budweiser.
Good stuff.
Dark Fruits.
Guinness. Guineas.
Fosters to keep Liam happy, or he's going to quit.
That is quite true.
It's true. And yeah, we've got loads of bottles and stuff. We've got like pretty much whatever people asked for, or when it was Club Rock, or whenever, you know, like people weren't shy in telling us like, oh,
you should have this.
I wanted to go in, and we never had Newcastle Brown, and they didn't have this, so we were like, right. So we've got like Newcastle Speckled Hen.
Yeah.
We've got 6 different types of punk. Brewdog.
Yeah, we've got 5 AM, we've got Kingpin, we've got Jackhammer, we've got Normal, IPA.
What's the one that's like about 7.8%?
That is Jackhammer.
Oh my
there's Dead Pony as well. That's a green one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Dead
the one.
Pony.
We've got a Dead Pony in, but
Yeah.
Jackhammer, that is 7.6%. You have 3 of those bottles and it's like someone's just booted you.
Appropriately named.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Like someone's in the morning, like someone's jackhammering you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
But it's really, really nice stuff, and we have got backed off them a lot.
Yeah.
Loads. So,
That's cool. It's really cool. I just remember when I first read about it, I just thought, what a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, when we went in, we were shocked at the lack of stock left. There was nothing.
Right.
And kind of what was coming out the pumps wasn't coming out the pumps as it should come out the pumps.
no.
Right.
I'm not surprised, and people had stopped drinking there. So that was like our first. We had like a whole meeting. Was like, right, we have to get the drinks right straight away.
Yeah.
What do we want? Like, because it's a rock bar, it's an alternative bar, or whatever, you know. But we kind of knew the clientele that were there before, the clientele we wanted, and we were all in agreement. Like, we must have good drinks.
It's part of your reputation,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And clean lines as well at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
We had to clean the
They
lines.
get cleaned every week now.
Yeah, every
For
single
anybody
week.
listening,
Yeah.
like
So
they should
come
be.
down for
Yeah.
a nice beer.
Nice
Nice,
beer.
clean, fresh. Yeah. That's cool. But I mean, it's like I was saying before, if other people in other cities have similar problems, they could look to you guys and say, it's like you could like write it down as a model. This is how you do it. This is what you do. And other people could do it. Because there's venues in danger of closing all over the country.
Yeah, that's the
exactly,
thing.
yeah.
There's like, we see it all the time, and we see some like complete classic venues going,
Mm.
and without a shadow of a doubt, this would have gone. I don't really know where people would have gone to drink and stuff, you know, and like the whole like live music at that level would have just vanished out of Carlisle.
It would have had a big impact in many different
Yeah.
ways, I think.
Yeah, like
So-
Club Rock's been open for about 11 years now.
Yep. I remember when it opened.
Yeah, and it's just, it was actually a shame when we actually got offered, and we couldn't say no.
Yeah.
We just could not say no. We had to say yes,
Mm.
just to keep the live venue
Yeah.
actually in Carlisle as well, for people to go,
Yep.
to people to respect it as well. Yeah, we have got a lot of bikers behind us, and we've got a lot of students as well behind us,
Mm.
and we didn't want to lose that venue
Yeah.
at all. And there's a lot of people, and Raz can actually vouch for us as well, who's actually came up to us and went, well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of people have actually came up
Yeah.
to us and
It
went,
has
well
been-
done.
Needs to be said.
it's been unbelievable actually. People have come up on the night and shook our hands and said, "Wow, well done," and "Wow, this place looks amazing."
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can't believe what you've done with it, like, you know. And to be honest, it's probably only like a small percentage of what our initial like plan was.
Mm.
But well, like I say, we're going to work on stuff. It's
an ongoing
it's
thing,
an
innit?
ongoing thing,
Yeah.
but ultimately, it's open. Week on week, we've been making more money. It's improving.
Mm.
We're getting new staff in, and we're going training people that have never like worked behind a bar. And
Yeah.
the long-term plan is to try and get them certificates, and it really help move people on.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah. It's great. It's just great for the area. It's great for
Yeah.
set an example, really. Because you've seen venues go before, and you just think something could have been done about that to stop it.
That's why that's why it is a community thing, and that's why it is not for profit, because
Mm.
ultimately a lot of venues go to the ground because there's a business behind it or a person.
Yeah.
And if that business is making 10 grand a week and their bills are like 8 grand a week, that person still wants 2 grand a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So
They're not thinking of the
they
bigger
keep-
picture,
yeah,
are they?
So they just keep taking it until eventually it runs into arrears, and then it's like, oh, I have to close down. Whereas
Yeah.
right now we're like, we just have to keep paying the bills
Yeah.
and the staff.
And
everything.
those people are usually the ones who blame something else rather
Yeah.
than they could have done something
They
themselves.
could do something themselves. So that's, and we all do it for free. The directors, I would have said we've put hundreds of hours collectively in, but it's probably running into thousands now.
Yeah.
Really like over the refit as well.
Yeah.
We've done a whole refurb in 5 days.
Wow, yeah. That's
And literally,
And
impressive.
that was down to a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people came in, got a paintbrush, said, "What do you want us to paint?"
Yeah.
yeah, and we've just
That's
going,
what it's about.
It
That
was-
wall,
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
whatever, just do it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely fantastic, really, really was.
Jill, who's on the committee, had contacted a cafe. I can't remember the name
It
of
was
it. It's
the
an
Irish
the Irish
cafe
cafe.
on Lowther Street in Carlisle.
Yeah.
And Domino's Pizza.
I was just going to say that.
And
yeah.
they actually started bringing us pizzas in
Pizzas?
for lunch, like
No,
like,
really,
like
they
three,
do.
Wow.
Absolutely
three 16-inch
fantastic.
pizzas and wedgies and everything for free, and
That
it was
is
like
brilliant.
that is amazing.
That's community, and that's from like a big company as well.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is,
just not just like the small people getting together. Just the fact that they were aware of what you were doing, what was going on,
Yeah,
says a lot.
it was great. They could continue bringing them in if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Please do.
So how many did you say is on your committee?
6.
So what does
No, 6 directors.
Six
So it's
directors,
like,
Yeah, sorry, 6 directors and
9 on the committee, including us.
so what does like the rest of your directors? What's everyone's role or sort of strengths? Would you say?
Well, it varies,
oh,
but ultimately, I'm mostly in charge of sort of like gig bookings
Yeah.
and marketing and just kind of overall the business kind of side of it.
Yep.
Becca is our accountant.
Yeah.
Right.
We've-
Definitely need one of them.
Yeah,
Keeping it straight now.
100%. She's really, really good. Jill Anderson, she does marketing, and she's making like our T-shirts up. We're going to be doing pint glasses, and she's got that
Nice.
sort of thing.
Yeah. That's
They're
a cracking
absolutely
idea.
brilliant.
Tank knows it like everybody in Carlisle, so he just
No, I don't.
tells them, "Come to Embers."
No, like I'm dealing with basically the breweries.
Right.
Like they said, Tank, you talk too much. You're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm just
Perfect job.
basically doing that. Then there's Chloe.
Does everything.
She's
There you go.
literally a legend. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I know she's my wife,
Mm.
but she is literally a legend.
yeah,
Yeah.
If it probably wasn't for
She's-
her,
yeah. She's done lots of lots of applications for further funding
Mm.
and licenses and yeah, God, you name it. Like
I
it's
know,
just
the bank account.
yeah,
The list is like
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah, I bet.
And she's probably done.
yeah. Her
It's
and Liam
quite complicated.
I've done a lot of stuff like that. Like,
What's Liam's involvement?
well, he's sort of done a lot of stuff like setting up
Yeah.
the bank account and stuff, and
Ah, cool.
yeah, drinks quite a lot of beer there. So that helps us.
Well,
Sorry, Liam, I forgot about you, Paul.
Yeah.
that's it. He's the singer of Triverse Massacre.
And he's in Prague getting drunk.
Oh yeah.
Getting
And
drunk.
he just got engaged as well.
Oh,
What?
we didn't know that.
Mm. Just about an hour ago.
You didn't tell us. Sacked.
Liam, you utter. Can you swear on this?
Yes, you can say whatever you want.
You fucking wanker. I tell you something, when you come back, Liam, you are going to get the biggest ever wedgie.
I told him to be careful with that Prague beer. And look what he's gone and done.
Got engaged.
He's probably had 3 bottles of some 7% beer.
Yeah.
Casey.
See that one of his
Good
pals
luck.
organised transport from the airport, so they hired a stretch limo Hummer.
Yeah,
no, I saw that.
I saw that part. I didn't see the bleeding
Fucking
engagement
Hummer.
part.
He really
Come on.
did keep that quiet.
Oh well, engagement party when he gets back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Embers.
Come down.
Who chose the name?
Ah, that's a funny story now. Do you know the actual story behind this tank, or shall I just tell them?
A little bit, yeah, but
We came up with lots of different ideas, so it was very
Quite a lot.
diplomatic and
I'll guess before you say it, just to see if I'm anywhere near. The embers, as in like the burning embers of what was before. That's you've recreated something,
that is exactly
Not
why we chose that name,
right?
because that's exactly what it's about. It's like, something that's not quite burnt out,
Yeah.
but we're going to like reignite it.
Yep.
But it's also a Lamb of God song. And
Brilliant.
It was Casey that came up with that one.
Liam's missus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to call
Props
it
to
Ace of
her.
Spades.
Okay.
And it was going to be a tribute to Lemmy, and then we thought, it's too one-dimensional maybe. So
I think the one word embers is much more
Yeah.
see,
simple.
there you go.
Yeah.
there was a Viking name that none of us could pronounce. So.
It was.
Well, you had a
fucking
few other
epic,
potential
though.
names that.
They were Liam's ideas. It was like, I can't even say it, man.
There
Like,
was quite a lot of ideas though, but
yeah, I think Ember suits it, and it does. It makes sense from what we were doing.
rising from the ashes as well.
Yeah, and also like the community spirit, you know.
Yeah.
So
No, if it wasn't really for the community, it wouldn't have been there really.
Yeah.
The community's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really,
Did I
really
read on the
have,
website that people who've pledged and you think are they written on the walls or something on the inside?
yeah,
or-
there's 2 pillars each side. I think it'll just be on 1 pillar now though, and they get their name on it because it's like going to be called the Pillar of Support.
Yeah.
So cause it does
Cool.
actually literally support the building.
It does. It's very
Yeah,
important. It cannot be removed.
Oh, there's a big fuck off pillar. What could put the names on as well?
But nobody can see the pillar anymore. The amount of people that have come in since, right, and said, "When the fuck did you knock the pillar down?" And we're like, "No, the pillar's still right there." And they're like, "What?
Is
No,
it just
it's
because of
not."
the colour of it? Or the
Well, yeah, it kind
Yeah,
of
we
blends
blend it
in
red.
now, and the
right.
fact that because they're looking at the band, and because they're looking at the band, there's not a pillar in between them, and they haven't really noticed
Oh,
that
I see.
everything's changed to the left.
I suppose because you've taken them seats out, the band have moved across a bit, so
Yeah.
the pillar's not in front.
No,
in the
Yeah.
way.
it's not. You're not looking at it. You're
Yeah.
looking to the side more.
Right.
And yeah, and some people were like, it's been taken out." It's not. It's right there. But yeah, you can't.
That's why it's called the big red fucking
Pillar.
pillar.
Yeah.
And you sold off some of the old so it was the Evil Dead backdrop and the
Not
Club
at the
Rock
moment.
logo?
We
It's still
haven't
there, I
had
think.
A highest
Yeah.
bidder for it yet.
People want it, but they don't want to pay for it.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
cool. It is pretty cool. We'll put a link in the show notes so people can have a look at it. Someone bought the
You should put it in your bedroom, Mark.
yeah. Just the whole wall. Did someone buy the Club Rock logo?
Yes, we have. Yeah, I wanted that, but the wife wouldn't let me have it.
Yeah, that was fucking heavy.
Yeah, I bet it was.
That was on. That's glass, right?
Jesus
it
Christ.
just
No,
looks
it is.
like a piece of plywood with a sticker on it, right? We took it down, and it's like what, a half-inch glass?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Wow.
Whoa, man!
Weighs a fucking ton.
And while we were
Really
taking
does
it down, we were saying to him, "Don't fucking break it," because the one on one side snapped in the middle, didn't it?
No, both of them snapped.
Both?
The one on each side
Yeah.
snapped, and we wanted the Club Rock
We
one.
were like,
Yeah.
"Don't break
Yeah.
that one."
So what other things did you have that people could pledge for?
Well, they just pledged, like for
You just money, but there was a few things that you could like buy. Or so, was there?
Oh, there was stuff we were selling. Like
Yeah.
there was it the Cricket Man or whatever? There was
Oh,
whatever it was. There was a picture that was behind the old DG booth thing.
Oh, the
Oh,
Glam
yeah.
sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone
Classic.
on.
So we sold that. There was like a little America president-y dude guy. It got sold. We had some extra fridges. We sold them. We sold some of the seating. Literally anything that we could sell, we sold just to get
just to help it.
yeah
Yeah, just
stuff that
slap
was
the money
sometimes
back
someone would go
into
for
the
like
pot.
10 quid, and that would be like, well, that's a tin of paint. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So like when you get your T-shirts and your pint glasses and stuff, that's stuff you could sell on that, or on you if you had a website and stuff like that.
yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Ongoing, that's
Jill,
really cool.
Jill's actually, I think, etched the glassware.
yeah, we've got
Like
got
big
some
tankards.
of the we've got the tankards, and we've got one mug that she's done that looks really cool. And we're going to get more T-shirts done.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of people asked us, when are you going to get the T-shirts printed?
Yeah,
How much are they going to be?
Yeah.
So we need to.
I'll be buying one of them.
Yeah,
Pint
man.
glass,
We're trying to
probably.
think of a really catchy slogan to put on the back,
Oh yeah,
but we haven't got one yet. So
No.
send
Well-
your answers to.
Oh yeah. So if people
Embers
if people
at
did want to get in
Carlisle.
touch with you, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Come into the bar,
Yeah.
buy a pint,
What about people who don't live so close?
Come to
Have you
the
get a
got-
bar,
taxi,
Have you got-
come to the bar, buy a pint.
wherever you live. Get a taxi.
Now we've got Facebook pages.
Yeah.
We've got the community page, and we've got the Embers page.
So
but
if someone was going to Google you, what was the best way to? Like, what would they actually? Is it not because Embers would not come up with lots of other things?
it does, but if you put Embers Rock Bar or Embers Carlisle,
Right.
it'll come straight up.
Okay, cool.
It's quickly getting quite high in the searches already.
good.
On Facebook
That's good.
especially.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've not liked the page, like the page. That helps.
Yep, definitely. You've had a lot of like local press coverage as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
we've
been
had-
great. News and Star have been amazing.
Yeah, News and Star. Cumbria
Cumbria
Live
Live,
as
yeah.
well. They've been absolutely fantastic as well with us.
Yeah.
And another one as well on Channel 8 on the Preview TV.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who she was. I'm so apologise to you now.
Gabrielle, but what was it? Cumbrian Line? I just looked at it today.
I'm not.
Need to get you on Border TV and BBC Radio Cumbria.
We were looking. Border TV picked up on it originally. I think Liam had got in touch with them. They were really interested, and then as things sort of spiraled out of control for us, we never really got back to them, and they never got back to us. And then it was like literally like a couple of days before we were going to open, we're like, "Oh, did anybody speak to Border TV again?" No. So it was just the last 10 days was just
mental.
that. It was bad, but then when we closed on the Saturday night
It
as
was
Club Rock,
Proper.
What was the gap? What was the gap?
5 days.
5 days.
Right.
So we shut on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sorry, Saturday early hours. of
Sunday morning.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday morning.
Then we opened the next Friday. So we've done a full refit in 5 days.
Yeah, and did complete refittings, as in like moving seating areas around, building a new stage and
Electrical.
loads of electrical stuff.
Like the logistics of all that. It's like, how do you organise it? How do you know in what order things are going to get done so it gets done quickly and
We
nothing
just
overlaps?
we
really
just
did
got,
it.
we got all the workmen in at the same time. It was like 2 days of them working around each other.
Yeah, we're
like,
calling favours offset.
That's good because then they can communicate with each other. And like, if you get one in and then you get another one in, goes, well, because he's done that, I can't do this. But if they can talk to each other, they
Yeah.
can resolve any issues there and there.
And we were helping out as well with the joiners.
Yeah.
There was electricians in as well, and they'd done all the work for free as well. We just pulled favours off friends as well.
Yeah,
loads
Yeah.
and loads of help.
Yeah.
proper community, the whole thing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's like it's
There's 2 or 3 people that like it wouldn't have happened without.
No.
yeah.
So they don't
great.
want to be named, but we know who they are.
Yeah, well, you just need
Yes.
any help. It's appreciated, isn't it?
Oh, heck yeah.
It is.
And going forward, it just needs to stay that way as well, doesn't it? You just keep the community involved as much as possible. And
Yeah, that's why we've got the Facebook page and everything, and the community group and all that. And people do come into the bar and go, wow.
yeah,
And we've got some donation tubs, and they're putting the loose change.
yeah.
So
It all helps, doesn't it?
just
Yeah.
keep it up.
I mean, our Sunday session is going to be free entry.
Right.
But what we will do after the band's finished is we'll probably have a donation bucket, and then anybody who wants to put money in, that'll come. We pay the bands. We're paying all the bands. But anything we get back as donations just is help, really. You know.
Yeah.
And then the other bands that we've got, it varies. You know, we've got Gravel in, the £6 on the door.
Yeah.
We've got Discharge, it's like £10 or £12 on the door. It varies. Some bands are like £3. You know,
Right,
we've
yeah.
got an amazing band called Jack the Envious that they're just clearly getting out up and around the country, like, and we've got a really good deal with them. Like, so I think it's like £3 to get in, and they're amazing. Like, people don't come and see them; they're gonna regret it because they're gonna like, headline Reading or something like that one day. They're just amazing.
But when you get like good bands in like that, I think the PA system is quite a key thing because if they're if they're playing, it's good sound, then they'll want to come back. They'll happily come back.
It's been all right. I mean,
I'm not saying it's terrible, but I know what you mean
the
about
bands that we've had in so far. It's been good enough.
Yeah.
But the clarity and stuff is what I want, really.
Yeah, and like proper monitors for the bands and stuff, so they
Yeah.
can hear themselves and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's part of it. Like I said, that's part of like your beer, your prices. For bands, it's like your setup, your sound, and everything. Like it's all part of your reputation, all in one, isn't
We've
it?
got a very nice green room that Tank tidied up today.
Yeah.
Cool.
So backstage, we've got like the green room. It's got settees, microwave.
Yep.
Got your own chiller. Probably going to put a TV up in there because we want bands to be able to chill out and stuff if they're touring.
Yeah.
And we're getting offered quite a lot of touring bands as well. So I know what it's like. You want a little bit of a sanctuary, like
get away from everything else and just get in your zone before you play.
So
It's basically a chill out room for them.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know we've got Gravel on Saturday, and to be honest with you, the green room was full of crap.
Yeah.
But then, I just went in today and tidied it up. So
They better use it.
But well, yeah.
I tell
but I
you
was gonna
something,
say,
if they do not use it on Saturday, I will go
If they
down.
sit outside in their nightliner all night, I won't be happy.
I will fucking boot them straight in the fucking bollocks. So there you go, Grapple.
Yeah.
But for a venue of that size to have a green room like that is a huge asset, I think, because
Oh, it
they
is,
probably
yeah.
wouldn't be. They go there, they probably wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't even know it was there, and the amount of times I was in at Club Rock and stuff, and I only ever
Yeah.
stood in the disabled toilet or
Yeah,
just in the hallway at the back there. I didn't
yeah, I'm the
even know.
same. There's like
didn't
the
know
last
the
two
green-
times played there. I don't know how many times. The last two times I only realised I saw someone going in. I just thought, what's in there? I was like, oh, I didn't even know what was there.
So like, yeah, I was like, literally, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is going to put some shelving up and stuff, so they can like bands can kind of set their stuff up off the floor, so
Yeah.
it's not all like at their knees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it nice.
Ah, it looks really cool.
It is
Yeah.
nice.
But I think one of the big things for us was we made like Dom Fest, because that was kind of all the local punters and the local bands and stuff, and none of them had been in since we changed it to Embers, and they came in and like it was wild, and everybody was just like, "This is absolutely amazing!" Like,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
and that's when it really hit home.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like we're getting that approval from the people that do drink in there every weekend and had drunk in there every
Yeah.
weekend for years and years.
Well, I
and
think
then
you're going to get
had
that.
kind of like gone away because it was.
Well, as it's going sort of downhill, you're getting people who not stop coming. And
Yeah.
gradually, the next few months, you're going to get those people gradually coming back. And then when they do, they're going to start coming again.
No, yeah, there was a lot of people who actually avoided the place as well,
Right.
who were like, we're not going to come back in
Yeah.
Okay.
at all. But now we've taken...
It's word of mouth as well. Once
Oh,
people
yeah,
have been
it
in
is.
and they tell their
Yeah.
friends, it's just like, you need to go back there because it's awesome.
Yeah, believe it or not, we've had actually quite a lot of new faces
Yeah.
as well.
That's
Yeah,
encouraging as well.
Who never knew it was there,
Mm.
and they've actually came in, and that is absolutely fantastic as well. To
I
see
think
new
that's
faces as
yeah,
well
because
in
you've
there.
got like your buzz on social media, but like I say, word of mouth as well. People are
Yeah.
talking about this new
Oh, it is,
thing
yeah.
that's happened.
I might wait till we get our frontage sorted out, like, because we're going to get a lot of stuff at the front. Like, we've got the railings at the minute and stuff, but we're going to actually get proper railings, but not railings.
But
Yeah.
actually fixed into the floor sort of thing.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
like permanent. Yeah.
Yeah, get new seating and we're going to make it look nice at the front, so it'll be very eye catching.
Yeah. Like I said, that's part of like when you get bigger bands coming through, the whole thing. It just looks
Yeah,
it's taking a step up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, well done.
and we've got a lap dancing club right next door, which is what every band wants, really.
Of course. Yeah.
Really?
Do we get commission off them?
Is there?
No, there's not. It's just you, Tank.
Okay.
No, but just the turnaround. The turnaround's just. I don't think you could have thought or predicted that it would go that
No.
well that quickly. It's
no,
just like
It was a shock to the system that it was.
we sat in a boardroom for nearly 2 months talking about it all,
yeah.
and then it got to a point where we had to sort of take over before we kind of wanted to, because we couldn't
Got
get the
the deadline
refurbs
was getting
done.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was getting so bad, and so we're like, right, we'll take it over, but people knew we took it over, but they were coming in and it was still Club Rock, and they were like, nothing changed.
Nothing
It's like,
changed. Yeah.
it's
the
not
last thing you
gonna.
want.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
for a while. You know, what has changed is we've got drink now, and it's clean and it tastes nice.
Yeah.
But to look around, it was just the same. But then when we did the opening and the big, that's why we wanted to close the doors so nobody could see the change. And then they came in.
I was just thinking that.
and
yeah.
it was like, wow,
Yeah.
this just looks like. Everybody said it looks so much cleaner, brighter, and more spacious.
Yeah. It was a very dark place.
And
before.
yet, it's not. Obviously, it can't be any bigger, really.
No, really.
Well, you've
we've-
I think you've made the most of what you had. The
Yeah.
space.
Well, we
the
moved the
Oh, yeah.
seating that was up
in the
down
back corner.
the back corner, and,
Back
and
DJ.
most of that is now on the right hand side as you come in now.
Yeah.
So we've got the booths there, and then we took away the little cupboardy bit where you used to pay your money.
Oh right. Yeah.
And we've got settees and stuff in there, and we've got settees
okay.
on the other side, and obviously we've got brand new windows now, so you can see in, and
Right.
it looks.
So did one of you or someone sit down and draw this out and work out what it's going to be like, or
We
did
all
you
kind
just?
of we all kind of did it.
Yeah, it was a big discussion really between all of us. Really.
We've got a couple in the committee, Natalie and Max from Chunky Wombat
Oh, right,
Media,
yeah.
and Natalie really sort of sat and drew it out roughly and all this stuff. And then there was one meeting that she couldn't be at, and we were choosing the colour design. and she basically reversed things the way we wanted it.
Right.
Because we were going to have red walls and grey pillars and stuff, and then Max texted her and she went, no, the other way around.
Do this.
And yes, she was absolutely right. What a difference, like, and it just looks amazing, you know.
It does.
Cool.
So yeah, they were a really big help. She did they did the signs and stuff.
They do the sign at the front.
The signings at the front and
T-shirts.
and the
done
T-shirts.
these ones.
Or did they
as
design
well.
the logo anyway? Did the
Yeah. Natalie did that.
That's cool.
We just wanted something dead simple.
Yeah.
It was like actually.
It's more memorable.
Just not
simpler and more memorable.
Just not too clever. Just something that like you see it, and you think, oh, that's Embers.
But it also actually means something as well.
Yeah.
At the same time, so it's not just a name. It actually represents what it is, the concept of it, which is cool. But
Where's your T-shirt?
I don't know. In the wash basket somewhere.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
so the T-shirts coming soon, are they?
Yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks or month. So
Cool.
we will be selling them.
Right. Cool.
There's a lot of interest out there as well.
Just need a slogan.
Yeah. Well, this is going out on Monday, so we'll ask people.
Oh my God, I'm leaving the country.
Bye.
Well, what would you want the slogan like to say? What would be the point of it to say to sort of
Like, sort of. So, like, whoever's wearing it, obviously, I love Embers on the front, but on the back to kind of show like that their support by even just buying that T-shirt keeps that bar open.
yeah.
Which then helps the community. And when we say community, we mean the community as in the rock community, the metal biker, whatever. Yeah. And we also mean the local community,
The people of the area.
Yeah. If we can support, we will, you know.
Because it's basically something that says like this is something for the community, but that's been created by the community or with the community, I suppose.
Yeah.
That kind of. Very well displaying the T-shirt there.
Well, thank you.
And Tank and Chloe know about community spirit massively from being flooded out badly.
Yes.
So that's got, I think, a lot to do with why it's really important for them to help put something back into the community.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Was that 2005?
I was flooded out in 2005 myself.
Yeah.
Me and the wife. And the little boy and my unborn baby were flooded out in 2000. Yeah.
Ah, right.
And
Was it 2009? Was it?
Um,
Because it was the 2005 one.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was the one. Because I was in Canada at that time, and I remember it was on the Canadian news.
really?
They had.
way.
The sound was off, but I remember the TV was on in the hotel, and I just looked over, and it was Brunton Park. You know, the water comes over, you
Yeah.
can see the top of the goalposts. I was like,
I
that looks like
think-
Brunton Park, and it was.
No, I think that was 2009.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
right.
I was flooded out in 2009
Right.
and 2000 in the last one.
5, yeah.
no, it was
Oh, 2000.
2015.
2015, I think. It was.
Oh, that
December
one.
2015.
Right, the more,
Yeah,
the more
that's
recent
the
one.
one.
Right.
Thank you very much.
just,
there,
That's
sir.
the
you
man
know,
with Google.
Google. Ask Mr. Google, and sort you out.
Google.
Also, the more recent one, right?
Yes,
Got you.
it
I'm
was,
with
yeah.
you. I'm with you.
Yeah, so we had to put something back into it as well.
Yeah.
We needed to.
So obviously that
because-
was a case of the community coming together to
Yeah.
help with that situation as well.
Oh yeah, there was absolutely, we got flocked with it really, really badly with all of our friends who helped out move all of our stuff upstairs.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Because even it goes like if you go through Warwick Road in Carlisle now, there's still some of the houses that are just
Yeah.
they're still not
Yeah.
they're
I
still
know.
nothing's been done with them because they just must be they just can't. I guess it's unbelievable. And for it to make that much news like across the other side of the world, I was just like that just hit home how
Oh yeah,
the impact of that. But there's things like that bring the community together and they really show you what the community is capable of. Because I think if stuff like that didn't happen, there wouldn't be that many examples of
no.
the
No,
community
not at
coming
all.
together, and things like what you're doing is brought the community together, but for a good reason.
Yeah, a hell of a good reason.
Yeah. Get
Drink
drunk.
beer and get pissed.
But I seriously think like it's set a precedent for other people can do this now. They can see what you've achieved, and they'll
But
think,
Carlisle's not a very big. Yeah, fair dues, it's a big place, but if you think about like Manchester, Newcastle, Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, Preston, wherever, there's not a lot of places like it.
no.
No.
At
But
all.
they're still facing the same problems with
Yeah.
venues closing. and
Yeah,
stuff
I
all
mean,
the
Yeah,
time.
I
exactly.
think Night and Day Cafe's gone in Manchester, and Retro Bar's gone.
Oh,
And,
is it?
yeah, it's like, again, it's
Tough.
you just think if there was people doing it for the right reasons, then I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is. It's like running it for, even though if you owned it and you were making money from it, treating it as a community thing for the people,
Yeah.
not just for your own profit.
Well, I think we were shocked. Maybe not so much Tank and Chloe because they had it once before, but even now, like when you look at the rent and the rates and the license fees and the PRS and
Beer, the wages,
Yeah.
the
everything.
electricity bill, which was whoa. It's incredible. Like it would scare a lot of people. Like 'cause it's not even a great big place, and it's like wow, this
So-
is going to take some running. Like
Is that different for Embers because you're a not-for-profit organisation, though? Or you have to
At
get
the
you get
minute-
help with that,
No, at the minute we're having to pay for everything.
Yeah.
right? I
Full
thought it would be
price.
different because you're not-for-profit.
We're not for profit, but we had to set up as a company, so it was set up as a Embers Community Venture Limited.
Right,
And
yeah.
it's in the process to be changed to a CIC company.
Right.
When we get it to a CIC company, we might get some help, but
Because that's a community.
it's a community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's more
not
like
for
a charity.
individual.
Yeah.
Right.
So we might get a little bit of help with the rates,
Should do,
rates
yeah.
relief and stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do. I think I've heard of that happening before. And I think you do. Which will
But
obviously
at the minute, we're just like we're looking at it in a worst case scenario and going right. These are the figures that we have to do every week. So
yeah, you like your bare minimum. This is the
Yeah.
cost that we've got to cover, and if you can do that, then anything else is a bonus.
Yeah, it's working well though. We're still paying everything.
Yep.
The bills, beer, staff,
yeah,
everything what you've just named. Then
there is.
we're still doing everything like that. So it's upwards, not downwards.
Yeah, definitely going upwards.
100% upwards because
Yeah.
we have got some. We're not going to say at the moment, but next year we have got some really good bands,
Awesome.
and
Yeah.
you will be really
It's
surprised.
like 6 or 7 bookings already for 2018.
Right.
One of them goes as far, I think, to May or June.
That's cool.
Crazy. I'm like recently like turning bands down because I'm like, well, we've already got like Friday, Saturday that
Yeah.
week and this, and I'm like, I'm not being funny, but I think we're going to overdo it, so somebody's
Yeah.
going to suffer, and these have been on sale longer, so
And we do need a little bit of breather.
Yeah, you don't want to push yourself too
No.
hard.
Yeah, we can't put bands on every single week. We would like to.
No, yeah.
We would love to do it. But
Sometimes it's a
we
bit better if you
just
don't.
Need a little
Well,
break.
originally, like we said, like we're only going to do it like maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
But already it's like picked up loads, and
Yeah,
it's,
it might level out a bit.
Yeah,
I suppose, as
it's
you go
kind of
along.
been like hard to say no to a lot of bands.
Yeah, especially when you're getting going again.
So that's kind of why we've done it. Like, right, we're going to do the kind of bluesy Sunday because that gives us another
Yeah.
leg.
Well, I suppose the other thing is like if at the moment if you're putting gigs on, then that's people in the bar. It helps you make money, I suppose. So yeah, when you still able to pay the bands as well. Which is an important thing. That's part of your attraction as well.
Well, that's part of the purpose because again, it's like not for profit. So like when bands come to us, I kind of if I as a promoter, I would probably be going, "Ooh, that's a lot for me to kind of take on. I don't know if I can do it." But as a bar, we can offset it against 3 or 4 nights drinking.
Yeah.
So it's not such a big risk.
Yeah.
So I'll go, yeah, we can probably do
You
that
just
for
got to
you.
factor it into your budget.
So
haven't you, I
there's
guess?
a lot of bands I've maybe turned down because I'm like, it's just a bit of much of a risk for me personally. But it works for the bar.
Yeah, because we have got a budget as well to spend on the bands, and they're just haven't we?
We do.
Exactly.
I kind of upped it. But
When were you gonna tell me this? But anyways, yeah, we have got some sort of budget.
yeah, we do. Now we do have a budget.
Really?
Hmm.
We will discuss this.
We do. Yeah.
But I think it'll sort itself. It'll all even out, and like you'll. I think it's better if you do spread the bands out and don't have too many bands on too often. And
Well, this Saturday we've got Gravel, which is like death metal-y, you know. And then next Friday we've got Lions from America, that is kind of emo-y,
yeah,
post-hardcore.
Look
And
them
then-
up on YouTube. They're
And then-
really
Yeah, we'll put a link.
amazing.
We'll put a link in the show notes.
On Saturday night, we got like punk hardcore legends Discharge
Yeah,
that
that's pretty big.
basically influenced bands like Metallica and Anthrax.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
That will
Agnostic Front. It's like they're the creators.
Yeah.
will blow the roof off. Like
Yeah.
really will.
We're putting the railings around the stage for that one.
And no
That's a good
one
idea.
break anything.
But no, I
So-
suppose that you could, if you're spreading the bands out, then it gives you could put other nights on of things that aren't as taxing, not as
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just easier, like
I mean-
theme nights or
yeah, we've got like a lot of things planned, and
Halloween party.
yeah,
the Halloween
yeah.
parties. Just we're sorting that out now. Think it's probably going to be on a Friday night.
I think we're going to run it over the whole weekend, aren't we? Friday,
We
Saturday.
are, yeah. But Fallen Red have got a gig on the Saturday night, and like the one thing that we said that we would always try not to do was clash
with the Brickyard.
with
Yeah.
the Brickyard's
Yeah.
bigger gigs and stuff.
Yeah,
If it's
yeah.
like rock, because obviously they do quite a lot of different
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think that the kind of Halloween theme is going to go right through, maybe even till Tuesday actually.
Yeah.
And
if the Brickyard could say, go to Embers afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I want as well, just to work
Working
with
as a
them.
partnership,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you need to do that.
yeah, well that's it. We're hoping to like get people in before gigs and after gigs
Yeah, yeah.
up there, even at the Sand Centre or anywhere really.
I mean, because sometimes I don't think people. Well, despite not club rock may be different, but people didn't really know. Some people, if they would come to see a band that was out of town, or the people who are there out from out of town, there's no. Brickyard kicks out at like 11, midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then it's like someone should be saying, "This is where you need to go." You know what I mean? It should be
Yeah,
a no-brainer.
exactly.
That's part of our marketing strategy, like is to let people know, like, and we've already accomplished that because there's been a lot of people come, in that didn't even know Club Rock was there,
Mm.
So like, Embers to them is just a new bar. It's not like
Yeah,
like it's
Yeah.
amazing the amount of people that didn't realise there was something next to Walkabout.
Yeah, I can imagine on a night, say you knew there was a big gig at the Brickyard, so we're not having anyone on, but you could even put posters up for that gig, and then they could also put, say, after the gig, go to Embers, so you're
Yeah,
both
yeah,
working
we've,
together like that.
We've got like a poster community wall in the place, and
Yeah.
said to the Brickyard to put their posters up, and
See, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
That's not really, it's not really worked like that before, has it?
it's
Not
all
as much like
no.
that.
That's the whole
No,
point
not
of
at
it
all,
being
no.
the community thing is to work together,
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know. I spoke to them about it, but like try and get the if the staff come down and stuff after they've finished work.
Yeah,
Just want to look after everybody really.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
We're open till 5, so
exactly. And there's
there's
no-
nothing worse though
no.
if you work behind a bar all night till like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and like
You want a drink.
you want a drink and
Yeah.
you're like everything's closed, but
Yeah.
at least you're like, well, we can go down there and get a drink. So
It's
pretty cool.
proper community. But it's been cool to talk to you guys. Thanks for coming down.
No, you're welcome. Thank you
And
for having us.
we'll maybe have you again down like next year sometime when you've gone a bit further down the road. And
Yeah, I think you should get some people in to discuss Tank's Skittles vodka.
yeah, this
Hell
could be a
yeah.
new business idea.
No, we're going to be doing Skittles vodka
It's on sale tonight.
tonight. £2 a
Bloody
shot. Did it do?
It's lethal.
Potent.
No, it's actually potent.
It's potent.
It really is. We're going to be doing Skittles now, obviously, but we are going to be doing Cola Cube vodka.
Right.
We're going to be doing rhubarb and custard.
Right.
We're going to be doing Mars Bar vodka.
Wow.
Just vodka. Vodka.
Vodka.
Is it going to be branded as like an Embers thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
100%.
That will work.
If you have got any ideas
Mm-hmm.
about any shots, what you want made up, like sweet-wise,
Yeah.
especially, we're going to do old school classic sweets as well.
Right.
If you've got anything, drop us
Yeah.
a
just-
message on our
Facebook.
On
Facebook.
the Embers Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Embers Facebook page.
Yeah.
And,
We'll link to it on the
and
thing.
I will be able to make them in person as well.
Sounds good. By request.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? It's
Yeah.
a community drink,
You'll
isn't
be able
it?
to go crazy on Halloween.
Yeah, we'll have to think of some really cool Halloween ones that are green.
Yeah.
Shh.
Oh, he's already. The cogs
Don't
are
give
already
it
turning.
away.
No, believe me, they really are. When you actually tried it, you were like, fuck, that's fucking gorgeous. So yeah, it's
The hardest part, I think, for all of us is like we get overexcited
Yeah.
Too many ideas.
We have like community meetings every week, like
Every Thursday.
and it goes on, and then we come up with all these different ideas and stuff, and it's like, oh my god,
You just got too many ideas.
yeah, but
You can probably do them all, but just
they'll all come
Eventually.
out eventually. Yeah,
Oh, they will.
We're gonna, like I say, we're gonna shake it up a little bit in certain nights, and
yeah, that's a good idea.
I think we're probably going to do a jam night once
That's
we
a good idea.
get going a bit
Yeah.
more.
That's a great idea.
Because there's so many amazing musicians like in
Yeah.
Carlisle, and get
'Cause
them
you
all.
know you have like karaoke's and stuff, but like if you want to have
We're
like,
going to
add
do
to
like
that
a
with full
lip
band.
sync battle as well, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
metal rock lip
That would
sync
be
battle.
cool. That's a great idea.
Actually, I think it would be amazing if we videoed it and
Yeah, well then you could put it online and
put
go
it online,
viral and
yeah.
stuff like that.
More
and
like
get
a
shared.
live feed as well, maybe.
after they've had Skills vodka. I didn't have one tonight, but I tried a little bit of one. Like my teeth curled up and hid under my tongue. Or like literally, like what?
It's really nice.
It's lovely, but it punches you in the guts, and then you get this really nice skittly taste, and it's like.
Yeah, because like obviously some venues have you seen where they film the bands playing and it gets broadcast, or
Yeah.
you can watch it around the venue, or they have it in the green room so the bands can watch the bands that are playing, stuff like that. It's all
Yeah, that's
cool
a good idea,
stuff.
Mark. We're just going to nick that.
Yep,
now.
you can have that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to do that now.
But do you remember the Snooty Fox used to broadcast their gigs
Yeah.
on the internet?
And
They
sell
had
them.
they had a really overcomplicated way which was virtually impossible to watch. But
yes.
I think generally that was a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. I think instead of like trying to maybe do it live, though, we'll just like
Well, yeah, you could put it
do
out
it as
later.
a- yeah,
So,
as a-
like advertising, saying this is what we do, kind of thing.
yeah.
Like if it's really busy and you've got the queue outside, you film stuff like that. You know, it's
Yeah.
all cool to see.
But even better, why don't you come down?
I'm
and
going to come
do
down.
one?
Don't you worry.
There you
And
go.
film it.
Yeah,
And film it.
yeah. We'll do a podcast live at the venue.
Yeah,
Yes.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Well, I was going to invite him to do that.
Guess what?
Let's invite him to do that.
right. We'll do that.
Do it.
We'll do
So
that.
next time we're going to talk to you guys when you've got a bit more further down the line, we'll come to you. We'll do
Right,
one. We'll
you
do
come
an
to
app
us, and then we'll invite our community.
We'll do a live. We'll do a live podcast in front of
Yeah.
your audience.
Wicked.
Sweet. That will do me.
Is that all right? Is that all right with you, Tech? Yeah. Right. Cool.
Guess what?
Mr. Reward.
It's coming anyway.
Well, I
And
can't
you
do- I can't do
will
it-
try Skittles
I can't do it
vodka.
without him. So
Love me some Skittles vodka.
Oh, you're getting it.
There will be
It's
a
a deal.
lot more than Skittles vodka.
We need to stop talking now.
it's a deal.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming down, guys.
Thanks
Really
very much, Mark.
Great to
Yeah,
talk
spot
to you.
on. Thank you very much.
We'll do it again sometime.
See you later.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.